So welcome back to Outdoors with the Morgans. Today has been one of those days, all wood related. Lots of firewood. Now I'm stacking and stickering some nice red oak here. Usually I get all the sawdust off before I stack and sticker it, but in this case I'm just kind of loosening up that wet stuff, getting some off, and once I get it all stacked up I will hit it with that big backpack blower. Oh, before I forget, that video the other day, I was down working at my mom's place. I was working on her driveway, and then the neighbors across the street, they got a triaxle load of stone. I went over there and I spread that stone for them, just a little bit of it, but they've got that huge culvert pipe that needs replaced. And I didn't have a real good feeling about it from the start, and I did decide to pass on that. Probably not for the reason that you think. I'll explain that. It's kind of funny. A lot of guys were commenting, you know, make sure you have insurance and all that. I have liability insurance. I can go dig for other people or do whatever. And by the way, I have an insurance policy on all the equipment, and it really wasn't that much more to get that liability insurance as well. So that's something to think about if you have a couple pieces of equipment. But anyway, I got the insurance and all that. I've done jobs like that before. Probably not a culvert quite that big. Like I did the one down at the brick house. I think that was 24 or 36 inches. I can't remember. I think it was 24 inches. And I did the whole thing in probably a half a day. But this one's a little bit different. Like I said, there are 3 homeowners, and then I found out the other day there's actually 4 homeowners, I guess you could say. There's a 4th guy who actually owns the property, and I know him real well, and everybody gets along fine. They're all real good neighbors and good people. But the 4th guy, he owns the property. The other 3, they have a right-of-way through there, and I didn't like the idea of just one joint of pipe. I wanted to widen the whole thing out and bring some fill in, some good, real good fill, backfill everything with 2A limestone, and then get a couple loads of that R6 rock. That's the real big stuff, and build like a head wall on the one side. And I just don't think there's a real good solution there unless you were to put a big box culvert in, something like that, or a bridge, you know, like a concrete box culvert. We used to put those in at work all the time. And so I didn't like the size of the pipe. I didn't like the length of the pipe. And I was going to just give them a price to do the whole thing in what I thought was the right way. And the right way for that job would be to make sure it stays there when the water goes over top of it. Because unless you were to put that box culvert in or a bridge, it could happen, it will happen, it has in the past. But anyway, I'm down here the other day kind of measuring things up, and I'm going to put a price together for him. And the guy that actually owns the property, he came over, and he had been talking about helping them do it. And he's a real nice guy, and I think he likes to run his tractor like we all do. And he's got like a 45 horsepower John Deere with a backhoe on the back of the tractor. And I think he wants to dig it, you know, and it's going to take a long time with a tractor and a backhoe. And when I was down there talking, I said, yeah, they talked to me, you know, I've got that excavator and everything. He says, well, I'll tell you what. He says, bring it down and I'll dig right beside you with my tractor, and we'll get it done twice as fast. And I didn't have the heart to tell him. It would literally take 5 times as long with him beside me with a tractor with a backhoe on it. They're just no comparison at all to a excavator. I don't like, I don't know, I don't really like, on the BX, I do like having a backhoe on it because it's so small and you can fit into tight places. But beyond that, like on the MX 5400 or you know, tractors that size, I never really liked the backhoe for them. I would always just rent, you know, a mini excavator, build up all my work, rent one for a weekend, and knock it all out. Now, if you're just using one occasionally, you know, you got to replace a pipe in your driveway or you know, just whatever, dig a couple stumps out, I think they're fine. But they're just slow, and you can only reach so far, and it's just not my thing. But anyway, I know he really wanted to do some digging, and I know he wants to help. There's another guy up the street. I think he's got a smaller excavator, probably about half the size of mine. So they're all talking down there. And so I just left it as, once you get into it, if you get into some trouble and you need a bigger machine or something, let me know and I'll come help them. In other words, I want to help them, but I don't want to be the guy that's responsible for the whole thing. The whole thing is flooded out before several times, and I just think it's better that way. And plus I got enough to do, as you can tell. But anyway, I think that's it here for now. I'm going to stack and sticker the rest of this lumber. I want to tell you about somebody else I talked to today and what they had to say. All right, definitely not my best stacking job, but it's not too shabby. Coming up through the middle there, got a little bit of that with the stickers, but it'll be all right. I still have a little bit of walnut right there. That stuff is just a little bit shorter, so that will go in the very top. I think maybe tomorrow I'm going to saw up some more cherry, and we'll put another probably 100 board feet of that on here, and then top it off with that walnut. It'll be up to about here. But in this pile right here, I got some red oak on the bottom, some cherry. Look how nice that cherry looks in there. You can just see it right through there. And then some more red oak on top. But yeah, looking pretty good. So back to my story. This morning I was out getting gas and I ran into a guy. I haven't seen him in years. He lives just out the road. He's a little bit older than me, super nice guy. And he was like, "Hey Mike, you still blasting? What are you doing these days?" I said, "No, George." I said, "You're about, 2 or 3 jobs behind." He said, "What do you mean?" I said, "Well, I blasted for about 25 years. Then I worked in oil and gas for about 10 years, maybe 11 years. And I just left that job in May. And now I like cut wood and make videos for a living." And he was kind of scratching his head. So I explained it all to him. He got a real kick out of it. He thought that was pretty cool. And I came home and I'm down here splitting wood today, and I got a lot done today. I didn't film much, but I got a lot of things taken care of. And I got to thinking, I said, it's amazing how this all worked out, and how I left a cushy job that I had to like cut wood, run the sawmill, firewood, and make videos, among other things. And sometimes I think people question that. I haven't once since I left my job. Everything's worked out really well so far. I'm very pleased. Sometimes I think I may be crazy. I mean, it's, some days I'm out here in the rain, it's cold, it's wet, and you're doing some like real work and stuff, and I just love it. I do. It took me a long time to figure out that this is what I want to do for a living, but it definitely was the best move I ever made when it comes to a job or anything like that. I'm very happy with everything, how it all worked out, and I have you guys to thank for it. If you didn't watch these videos, I'd still be doing all this, probably on a smaller scale though, but who knows? I talk about that often. When I'm out here cutting wood, it takes me 2-3 times as long to do everything when I'm using the cameras. That's like today, I really didn't film that much and I got a lot more done, but it's part of it and I enjoy doing it. And I try to set cameras up and make videos the way I enjoy them. And I know not everybody enjoys the same type of video, but I'm always doing basically the same thing around here, but I try to mix it up with different camera angles and stories in between and things like that. And that's the kind of videos that I like. And I think most of the people who watch our channel are kind of into that stuff as well. Some people will just, walk around with the camera and talk all day, and that's fine too. Some people enjoy that type of video. A lot of people tell me I don't talk enough. Some people say I talk too much, so I just do what I do. Some videos I may just ramble on for a little bit. Other, I hardly say anything at all. But yeah, everything's been going really good, and I do not miss my job one bit. The only thing, it was a great job. I enjoyed it, all that kind of stuff. A lot of good people that I worked with, and I still talk to them weekly. And I went and had lunch with them a couple weeks ago, so we still stay in touch and see them once in a while. So it's all good there. And it's been a big help around the house here, especially like with Hunter and stuff like that. Usually about once a day, sometimes twice a day, he somehow has convinced me to do this. We'll go over to Sheetz or Burger King. He's on a Sheetz kick right now. That's a convenience store, and they've got good food. They really do. In the kiosk, he can order what he wants. Always something chicken related, but we can do that. And spend more time around him. Just be able to be here is important, especially having a son like Hunter. And now that we brought Levi on board, that's working out great as well. That's why you haven't seen Melissa much in the videos lately. She has just been cranking out the t-shirt orders. You probably won't see this video till Monday. So if you want to order a shirt, they're really nice, and we've got some really good feedback from everyone. There'll be a link in the description. But like I said, you won't see this video till Monday. So I doubt with the final push there before Christmas, you'll get it before Christmas. So if you're hoping it's a Christmas present, probably won't happen. But anyway, speaking of rambling, that's what I'm doing right now. But to wrap this up, I will say, definitely don't miss leaving my job. Love doing what I'm doing, even though some people think I'm crazy, and I have all of you to thank for that, and I really appreciate it. And I think that's about it. I'm going to kind of pick a few things up here, head up to the house, see what's going on there. So like I always say, if you enjoy these videos, please hit the like button, click subscribe, and share them with your friends. Thanks.